Hello there, Glenys Trinder here, making one. I'm going to keep this as short as I can. Video that I'm going to put out into all of my places today. And I've been speaking about this for the last few weeks, but today is the D-Day. It's the day, it's the 19th, Monday the 19th, and we've got that full moon in about, it'll probably be about 6 hours by the time I get to post this. It's very intense. I've been feeling it for the last few days. I know those around me are feeling it from the last few days. And there are just the few things that I really want to stress about this is when we feel this intensity, and this one is the most intense full moon of the year, arguably, but I think absolutely. So we've got the sun in Leo at 27 degrees opposite the moon in Aquarius at 27 degrees, forming an exact T-square to Uranus and Algol at 27 degrees of Taurus. If you have your sun, your moon, or your rising sign in any one of those, you're going to feel this intensity. At the same time, there is also an opposition between Venus and Saturn and another T-square. They're both opposite each other, Venus and Saturn, and forming a T-square to Mars and Jupiter. Mars is the big igniter. It can be a really good starting, sort of action, but it can also be aggressive. So we have to really guard against our emotions right now. It's conjunct with Jupiter, which is big and enormous and adds to that. It'll energize. So because Venus is opposite Saturn, there might be a bit of work. Saturn is the work planet. One of the things about Saturn is a great time to actually get structured and get it down and do the work. So what I am going to do, it's almost 1 p.m. here and I'm finishing work for the day. I am getting everything done and I'm spending the rest of the day meditating, journaling, and just being kind to myself and my family and just taking this one step at a time. With every new moon, full moon, it's a time of change. It's an amazing time for releasing. So what changes do you want to make in your life? What do you want to make happen? What is the big thing that you are missing maybe? And you will know what behaviors in you need to go. Have you got addictions to anything? And that might be an addiction to social media, addiction to drama, addiction to looking at the negative. Maybe you've an addiction to food or sugar, or maybe alcohol or drugs or any of those, but it can be anything. It's the thing that we know deep down that we most need to let go of. And it's also the thing that we most want to ignore and not let go of. During this full moon, if there's something that you know that you need to let go of and you're not letting go of it, you are going to get a big giant kick in the backside to make you want to move forward. It'll be harder if we're not flexible and if we're not willing to make a change. That's the first big thing. The second thing is to really be mindful of others. Be mindful of yourself. Be mindful of where your mind is going. Be mindful of tensions in your family, in your workplace, wherever you have to be today. Be mindful. And if there's aggression or tension, breathe into it. Remember to guard and shield your energy. Surround yourself in a bubble of kindness and loving energy. And that might be that you stand back or stand in your highest self. And if you've been following me for any time, I'll have done many meditations in connecting to your highest self. And in fact, in the link below here, you'll find a link for my free full moon guided meditation. I highly recommend, if you don't have that, that you get that and that you do that today. You might need to do it more than once. Before you do it, know what you want to move towards and what you need to let go of. What changes you want to make and what you know you're ready now to say, okay, I'm moving forward. be mindful of that, of what you want to change, but be mindful of other people's energies. So what I always kind of suggest when people are noticing drama or stuff going on around them, that you bring yourself back to your center, you allow your thoughts to drop into your heart, you view and observe as if you are watching a drama on TV or a program, um, watching something that you know isn't real, but and that it's not affecting you. This is the way I want you to be. Let it not affect you. So if somebody attacks verbally or whatever, that you're able to stand back, view and observe, and neutralize the situation by being in your highest self, your highest power, your ego's perch. Somebody sent me something today. I'm going to read it out actually, about being in your highest self, the eagle, being up there, high above the horizon. The majestic hawk soars with grace, embodying a powerful symbol of vision, freedom, and spiritual awareness. Its presence in the skies carries a profound spiritual energy that goes beyond the physical realm, inviting us to embrace a new level of clarity and perception in our lives. I got that from a friend who I was talking to yesterday online from the other side of the world. And while I was talking and I was out in my garden, there were 3 hawks flying above. And I hadn't noticed those 3 hawks before. And I said, what is that? What is that? What's the meaning of this hawk? And I got stuck in all the other family stuff and didn't look that up. So I realized I got that today. So thank you. And this is what we need to be. We need to be up on our eagle's perch, be the hawk, be our highest self, and view and observe and distract ourselves or detach ourselves from the noise and the drama and stay where we know it can be easy and where we are ultimately want to be and go. The other thing about today is look for that ease. Whatever you're struggling with, stop and say, how can it be easy? How can it be even easier? This is my new mantra going forward. How can it be easy? I've helped so many people with this, and it's something that I've realized I've been struggling with in this last while. I'm struggling with all of the difficult, hard things that I don't like to do. So I am putting that out there. Don't want to do any of this technical stuff anymore. How can it be easy? I'm going to read some cards briefly and then I'm going to go. The other thing, actually, before I move on, because this has come up as well, psychic attacks. I know a lot of people that are starseeds, intuitives, that are putting their energy out there, empaths. That there's a lot of psychic attacks. People are being floored by certain negativity, and some of that is negativity that they can see or that they notice coming from a certain person, a certain place. Others are they're not even sure where it's coming from. It's almost like that there's a dark energy. Well, we all need to be protected from dark energies, and entities do exist. So we do need to guard and shield ourselves against that. Now, in the guided meditation for the full moon, there is a sort of an energy healing. But what I also have that a lot of you, I know, so I've run these few live classes a week or 2 weeks ago for the Lionsgate portal, and in that we did a quantum jumping under hypnosis into a future successful timeline, to view, to see, to observe what we were doing, to get familiar with it, to get as much details as possible, and then have a little journaling on what we saw, and then go back in from that place and look at what we did first. And I did this and I recorded it in a live class, and I've now made it available as a course on my membership platform. I'm going to leave the link for that as well. Now, at the moment, that is €88, and I did it as a special price of €88 for the Lionsgate portal. However, because this is now recording and up there, just for today, possibly tomorrow, to the 2 days around this full moon. I'm putting that in there, and if you put in the code, which I leave below here, you can get that for half that again. So it's only €44. So you have this guided meditation to see your future. There's also a hypnosis audio to listen to so that you can step into that version of you and really, raise your frequency and your vibration, and allow yourself to manifest that. Plus, there's a bonus library in there with, I think, four, if not five, four anyway, audios that I will probably be adding to as well. There is there is that psychic protection is in there, and several others. So all of that, those audios are worth €18 each. All of that, the quantum jumping exercise will be worth 197. You can get that with the link below for €44 just for today and tomorrow. I'll leave it up for tomorrow as well. So that is, I'll be closing it on the 20th, and it'll be going back to its original price. So if you do want to get that. Now I'm going to read some cards. I pulled these beforehand, and this card is in the past, and it's the Four of Cups. This is a beautiful new pack that I have been working with, Gateway to the Divine Tarot, and it's some beautiful, beautiful illustrations. So this is the Four of Cups, and the Four of Cups is telling us to that maybe in the past that we've been kind of looking and yearning for something and wanting a certain sort of emotion or feeling. We wanted something better, and we were so intent on wanting something else that we weren't focusing on what we already have. Okay, and this is what we need to do moving forward, and today is to move forward with being grateful for where we are already. Now, the card that represents us now in this moment is the Five of Swords, and actually a lot of swords have come up in this. And swords is all about our thoughts and our ideas, words and thoughts. So the Five of Swords is like a fighting sort of it's like a being distracted with too many thoughts. The free meditation in the full moon guided meditation will allow you, I think, as far as I can remember, to bring your thoughts, well, it certainly does bring yourself back down to neutral. But this is what's going on right now in the moment, and I can feel the energy of that very, very strong. I actually have something in those three positions. My sun is in Aquarius, my moon is in Leo, and my Uranus is actually forming a real T-square to my Uranus right today. So I can feel the tension of that. And what we need to know is this card is short-lived. Sit in the discomfort if you're feeling discomfort. Don't try to get rid of your emotions or put on a happy face and feel, oh, I must think positive, because that's not what we're here to do. We're here to look at the dark side, to look at the negative, and to know, to do the work, to let go, to do the shadow work, the deep work in releasing. This is school. Life is school. But what we really need to do today is to sit with it without going into what we do to distract ourselves, which is, I feel, is what are we addicted to with distraction. It might be distracting by turning on Netflix or doing something, that is taking us away from an uncomfortable emotion, whether that is alcohol or drugs or social media or any of those things. We need to sit with it. And then on the other side of that, this is what's playing out, is the Eight of Swords. So again, thoughts and ideas. And the Eight of Swords is telling us that we feel like we feel that we are tied, that we are lacking freedom, and we're noticing that right now. We're noticing the lack of freedom, the lack of choice, the ties. it's like we feel that we can't move forward or move back or sideways, and that we are strapped and we are, bound by something. But actually these binds are very, very loose, because basically the binds are all in our head. We are miles, so many miles more powerful than we all believe and think. So we have the power. Okay. And in the center, this is what's really happening. We've got the Queen of Coins. And the Queen of Coins is generous, and she's abundant, and she has accumulated wealth, but she's also generous with that. She's got a lot of knowledge, and in the middle of this, I'm looking at the light in her crown. She has the ability to see, to know what she wants, and to manifest it. We can do this. And coins represent wealth, but it also will represent our structures, our homes, and our health. So, what is it that we are manifesting? What is it that you are manifesting all the time that you don't want? Now is the time to change that. Okay. Um, and then near future. So in the near future, very close future, so that might be this afternoon or this evening, it's the Two of Swords, and this is like being distracted by the sounds, the noise, the things going on. And what we've got to do is to shut that out and to tune into our own hearts, to tune into our own energy, and know we get to choose. We get to choose our own thoughts and our own beliefs, and our own words. Choose the words that you use. Our words are so important. Words um words are magic. What we say, and there's a lot of magic attached to words, but the words that we use are creating the thoughts and the emotions. So be really mindful today of your words and your thoughts, and just keep bringing yourself back into, what am I thinking? Why am I feeling like this? What was my last thought? Look, do some journaling today. I am, you know, I feel I've been up early and I've done almost a day's work, and I'm ready now to take the rest, the next few hours off. And then these are advice on either side of that. So we've got the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups, it's kind of, the Knight is, there's a whole new way of doing it, a whole new set of more abundant emotions, where, we can be there. You've already started the journey, wherever that is. Know that you've already begun. And but cups represent our emotions, so be mindful of that. And the Strength card, and the Strength card is a major arcana, and this is Leo the lion as well, actually, funnily enough, and the sun is still in Leo. It's near the end of Leo now, 27 degrees, but there is bring in that power, that energy from Leo. Be the sovereign being that you are. You are designed by the ultimate designer, the creator of all things, perfectly, exactly as you are. Acknowledge that and be in your truth, be in your love. Know that you are enough in everything, and that what you want to do wants you to do it. Your joys, the things that you love, spend some time today doing something you love. Raise your frequency by doing something you love, and be in your strength and your power. Your power is all, in your heart, in your bravery, in your ability to see what you want, design your future, you see it in clear detail, and embody that version of yourself. So I'm going to leave the link for my quantum jumping. Um, there are two pieces to the actual work. So the first is about a half an hour, but you'll have some journaling time in there as well, and afterwards, where you go into that state of it. It's the theta level of mind. It's like a meditation. You can call it hypnosis. Hypnosis, deep meditation is exactly the same thing. You are moving into the subconscious part of your mind, going on a journey where you are guiding you to step through into the future now and see the successful version of you. See what she's doing, stepping into her body, feel what she's feeling, gathering all that information and bringing it back with you. And then when you know what you want and seeing what you're going to do first, knowing the first steps, what you need to release, do that today and tomorrow. And with that, then listen to the powerful hypnosis audio that's allowing you. The second part of that course is a hypnosis audio that allows you to believe absolutely in your own success, to get rid of the doubt, to believe it, because believing is seeing. We don't see first and then believe. We need to believe and know and see into the future and come back with that aspect of ourselves. So go and please do get that while it is only €44. You will not regret it. Have a fantastic full moon. Mind yourselves, be gentle with yourselves and your family and your loved ones. And I love you all dearly. Wishing you all the best and talk to you soon. Bye for now.